Of the Honorable Commissioner for Environment in Akwa Ibom State, of course, is represented by Dr. Thorn Achigo, who also will be moderating the session today. But at this moment, he'll be talking about good governance, sustainability, and circular economy in an emerging economy. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Achigo.
How are we doing today? I understand that we've been sitting down for a long time and I'm not used to it, but I tried my best because when you are in rooms, you do as women do. But I try not to do as women do today. So the ambassador has asked me and also the planning committee to summarize the presentation of Honorable Commissioner Charles Udo from Akwa Ibom. And so I am going to summarize that with all the protocol observed, and we are going to move ahead with this. I have been told that there is no party, there is no work that can be done without partnership. And each and every one of you in this room has become that partner in this work that we all do. Now, Mr. Ola spoke about the circular economy and green financing, and each and every one of us here key into that. But I want to tell you that none of this can be sustained without you. None of this can be sustained without a good covenant. And whether you talk about the circular economy or the sustainability economy, you cannot sustain those things without accountability. So a good covenant must be based on accountability. Not only accountability, it has to be based on transparency. And not only that, it has to be rested on integrity and excellence. And of course, planning, evaluation or oversight, and also partnership. And I will speak more about this partnership for the next 1 or 2 minutes. Now, where I live for over 30 years, partnership is a key. People like you come in and ask the senators, the representative that you all duly voted in, what you can do and what you cannot do. What needs to happen in the society, the innovative ideas that you have. And so because of that, you become the key to those policies. You become the key to those covenants. And so integrity is something that can sustain the green financing. And of course, as I mentioned, you cannot do it without the people. I've had the word we people. So we the people are the people that actually form these policies. So I want to encourage you, because Akwa Ibom State they've been doing a lot of works in whether deep sea, syringe industries, plywood industry, so many industries that has happened here. But what I've also known from Governor, His Excellency, has been or was to pull the people together and ask the people, what are your needs? In other words, the governor collaborates with the people, with the local communities, with the leaders, and be able to sustain these programs, projects that is out of the West. So the West to wealth is already happening in Akwa Ibom State. You can go to akwaibomstate.gov.ng and see all the organizations and companies that has been created out of West. And because of this, no industry, no investors can come to any state to open a program or project without assessing the raw materials. And 96% even right now, 90% is always West that we walked away, we don't even care. So I want to encourage you, and I want you to know that you are You are part of that accountability. You are part of that excellent planning, evaluation, and partnership. And this makes the good covenant. And the good covenant truly sustains the secular economy. And of course, the opportunities for employment. Thank you so much. I told you.
Thank you. Don't worry, we'll still get to hear from you because we need to move fast, okay? People need to get back to some other things. And we have bosses of organizations here. We can't just steal them away from their various organizations. So we go straight into the panel discussions. Don't be afraid of that. It's not going to take much of your time. I'll quickly call on Dr. Fon Achibong. Please take it right there in the middle. You'll be moderating that the conversation. Dr. Fon Achibong. Right here. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for him. I also want to call on Dr. Ntwabla Ubon Esiem. Is he here? Let's put our hands together. Let's call on Mrs. Lucia Onagise. Welcome. Put your hands together for her. And Dr. Femi Idowu Adegoke. So it's going to be a very engaging conversation with the speed of light, that's the truth, so that we can do and actually call it a day here. So it's going to be around the conversations from the papers that were delivered here. Not to worry, we'll bring the mic there at some point so that we can take some questions. But what you can do is, why don't you put it down on a sheet of paper so that we can have it and we'll get you through the questions. So I'll just hand the microphone to Dr. Achibong now.
Now, on behalf of the panelists, I want to thank you for listening and also for your time. But we are going to get into business with the permission of all the men's and the women's and all what they do. Thank you so much for incredible presentation. At this point, we are going to dig more into your presentations, and I will be the timekeeper myself. And as a timekeeper myself, being it that I should not be standing, so before I was asked to, I've been asked to leave. So I'm going to start with Mr. Ibrahim. You spoke about the MD of Loma. You spoke on Lagos Recycle, Pioneer Innovation for Sustainability, and you break it down in a way that each and every member of this audience really understood. However, I want my audience to talk about the panelists to also share what they learned that they want to take it home. And excuse me for my pronunciation, might not be able to rap well, and because I saw when you were taking note, and I'm going to ask you this question. Listening to Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Karese, what's your take? What do you want the audience to take home today?
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for organizing this Lagos Waste Forum. I want to stand on the existing protocol and recognize all that are represented here. The MD of Loma gave a very extensive overview of what Loma is doing. And I will say this standing on this platform, that Lagos has always been a pace setter in this business. And has been an icon that other states look at. There are various opportunities that I'm tapped into through the Lagos Waste Management Program. A typical example of one of the initiatives that my very good friend Ibrahim spoke about was the packer. And we know that at this time, especially in this era of the pandemic and things that are happening in the world, a lot is going into technology. So we need to be able to enhance technology and use it to foster what we're already doing in the waste management system. The good thing about it was he was able to identify the challenges that will be met, and he was able to adapt it into the current situation in Lagos State. One of the good takeaways you talked about was, if we deploy technology, we will eradicate jobs. And we know that for us to have green projects, we need to be able to enhance economic, social, and environmental benefits. And so he was looking at the economic aspect, not only providing a solution that will have an environmental component. So he was looking at the ESG in general, looking at the social aspect and also looking at the economic aspect. Because we know that if we deploy technology, we might end up taking away jobs from people, especially the informal sector. So using the pattern system, we were able to enhance that to ensure that whatever initiative Lagos State is deploying needs to have economic benefits, social benefits, so that people still have jobs and jobs are created, and then we can have environmental benefits to ensure that Lagos is cleaner and then the environment is better for each and every one of us.
That couldn't be explained in any other words that let's do what we call the mixed economy. Let's keep the employment as much as we also explore the technology. Harrison, thank you so much. That was well put together. I'm going to go to Dr. Essien. Dr. Essien, Mr. Ola Oresanya extensively harnessed the green financing, circular economy, and the role of corporate organizations. And as I want to thank you,
it's 4 o'clock.
Myself, I love that it does take more time and more such planning and greatness. What?
Thank you very much. I was listening very patiently to him because he touched on some critical component of development, especially from waste management. And he said something. He said the fund is there, the money is there, but the capacity to acquire or the capacity to access those funds are not there, especially the knowledge-based capacity. And what will make projects to be, qualified for such funding that is needed now is that any of such projects must have a social component. The component that will look at the very low income in it and see how such project can better their life. And that the project should not also be such that it is being exported completely to overseas country, whereby the basic rudiments of the profitability of such projects are being exported to other countries. That if you do this, you will not be able to qualify for that fund. And he's also pointing to the direction in Lagos State, in London. And he also said that the time came that the social was already on the track to qualify as a CDM, Clean Development Mechanism Project for this one. But at the point, everything went down. So I want to also believe that it is also attributed to the fire that burned in the social for about 2 months, and then most of the gas were being flared up or burned up. It was a deep-seated fire quite a lot. But moving from there, I think we, from now henceforth, must look at the things that he has highlighted so that we can qualify for such fund. Particularly the producer responsible organization, I think that's a missing gap. That because, like I said, most of these donors would not want to give funds straight to government agencies like Loma or LACEPA, but they want an NGO like PR to be able to sign a gap to access such funds. But in Lagos, we lack such organization. I think we will also look at that. If we have the PROs that are strengthened, that are knowledgeable, that are qualified, that are experienced, we will be able to assess 6 months in this direction. Thank you very much.
Now you come the persons that you're being invited to use so that you can get across the law. And know that this is for you to use your innovation right here. I'm looking at understanding the fundamentals of the new Lagos plastic waste policy, and then also I'm also looking at corporate social responsibilities and sustainability funding that was handled by Amaka and also Mrs. Roke. And help me understand, Dr. Fred, help me understand what you took from these two topics.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. From the corporate side, what I got from there was, when you look at the waste management hierarchy, what Mrs. Amaka was telling us is to begin to domicile and begin to act all this theory in practical. We need to begin to think, rethink, before we take on products. So we must begin to rethink, reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. She actually mentioned about glass and plastic bottle. She really emphasized on that. And as citizens and Nigerians or Lagosians, we need to cultivate that habit. We need to begin to have a behavioral change. That is from the corporate bodies, and she passed on the message. From the policy angle, it is clear that the same message was shared, and how Lagos State is taking the lead, even ahead of Nigeria as a whole, to bring about a policy on plastic waste and all what Lagos is doing. And right now, Lagos Recycling Initiative is gone viral, and it's going to be massive. And as a recycler myself, I took upon myself that look, we cannot just take this as a social thing anymore. We need to begin to look at the economy. We need to begin to develop the business for the present and the future, for our environment to be sustainable. Thank you.
So just to round it up, I want to say that green financing is a part where each and every one of you is part of it. And when you're not part of it, then there's lacking. And when there's lacking, then we go to linear economy. We've started a circular economy that is being embedded or being enhanced by green financing, which you are part of it. Today, I call that to order. I ask you to be part of this green financing. I ask you to form, whether you want to form a non-profit organization, whichever part that you want to do, reach out. There are a lot of resources out there waiting for you internationally and across the world that I know. Green financing is going somewhere now across the world. And you can, and you will, and you must take opportunity and shine where you can. I have noticed in this room that there are no youth in this room, and think I may be right if I have the excuse from the permanent secretary and also the MD of Loma and also the government representative that the youth holds the key to green financing. The youth holds the key to sustainability and also circular economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that people have questions. They're going to project the email address where you can send all of those questions to you. I have said to you, the conversation doesn't stop here. We're taking it out of this place. Send those questions. The interaction will continue online. I even hear that this is being live, I think on Zoom or something. I just hope they share the link. And when you get it, please share it so that others can actually watch. So they would put that up and you can send your messages on questions there. Let's put our hands together for the panel as they step up because we're going straight into the awards.
Thank you for
Can we do
being
this
with us.
quickly?
We are going to the awards now.
Thank
You
you.
might like to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be able to follow this and other videos on this Lagos Waste Forum and other
So we'll move straight into the presentation of awards.
programs brought by you.
We're looking at the Sustainability Icon Award